going down. But I wanted to come on here because I wanted to talk about sharing your voice. Your voice is important. Your voice has always been important. There's been programs implemented. We've been conditioned, especially if you're a woman. Ooh, baby. The game has been rigged so that you wouldn't speak up, use your power, think small, see yourself as nothing. All lies. Okay, yes, you messed up. Yes, you didn't make the best choices. Yes, you might not have the best support. You may not live in the best environment. Blah, blah, blah. All those are stories that we fed to ourselves long enough that it became physical, right? And so now we are being called to tune in and tap into our voice and speak up. Tell it like it is, truly. Now, some of y'all tell it like it is. Okay, no filter at all. Good for you. Good for you, baby. Good for you. And all those people that got a problem with it, that's them problem, okay? As long as you're not projecting, but you're just accepting and speaking your truth, then ain't no problem. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Ain't no thing, lady. Do your thing. Just make sure you ahead of the game, okay? All right? Wholeness, divine guidance. So yellow and purple are going to be significant, okay? Look for these flowers, okay? I heard divine union. Somebody might be going into divine union. You might just be going into divine union with yourself. It might not be somebody outside of you. It might be yourself first, okay? But the divine is guiding you on the path that is right, righteous for you. What's for someone else ain't for you. There is billions of people, they said, is in this world. Why would you think that you got to be just like them? Why would they condition you to believe that you are just a regular schmegler, okay, just taking up space, a waste of breath, a waste of air, okay, just, you know, got you believing that. Okay, the divine said you are more than a conqueror. You are more than the illusions that were placed upon you, the conditions that are conditioning you to believe you are nothing or you are not the person that the divine has called you to be. Okay, God said, come out from under her. Okay, you are awakening to realize that you was up under her, under the spell, which is her spell, history, and now you're awakening to that, and you're being called to use your voice to speak up. Speak up. Speak up. Speak up. Use your voice. Say it like it is. Say what you know is to be true, because the divine is gone. You are gifted. I don't know why you think that you're not. Well, I do know, because it's a program that they imposed upon you to believe that you are not as wonderful and as divine and great as you are, because you're looking at your life at all the things that are not working, all the things that you don't have, because that is the illusion, that is the story, that's the trick. You're looking at everybody who got what you want. Well, if you can see others having what you want, then that means it's possible for you. Okay? You are the Neo of your story, which is an anagram for one. You are the one. You are the one. You're not the two. You are the one. But they trained you to believe you were the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6. The 99.99. Okay, they trained you to believe that everything and everyone else comes before you, and that your voice doesn't matter, that your desires, your dreams, and your aspirations don't matter. We got 11 people watching and 1 like. Okay, that's 111. Y'all might be seeing that number. That's significant. That's to try to tell you are breaking ground. You are awakening and realizing that they put a spell on you. Okay, the story that you've been conditioned to believe is true. Even though consciously you're like, I'm nice, I look great, I feel good, I'm this, I'm that. But what you're seeing around you is not, because the physical takes time before it reaches to where the spirit reaches up to the physical. So what you know in the spirit to be true, it takes more time to reach into the physical, right? So you gotta go up in your mind and say, hey, wait a minute. If A plus B equals C, and then if I add a little bit of razzle dazzle, then this and that is going to be what it is. You got to know that You are not the story that you were taught to believe in. So if you had a person that you always talked a lot, or you always made jokes, that people labeled you as, oh, you always running your mouth, oh, you're annoying, or you're this and that. They did that because that was the conditioning, because they haven't worked on themselves. They saw your freedom through comedy. It's free. You're free. Through speaking, using your voice, through singing, through rapping. You know how many people have beautiful voices, but they don't believe in themselves, and they never use it? You don't use it, you lose it, that type of things. But I don't believe that, because some people, they still got it. They just didn't use it because the divine is like, yo, I just got to get you to reprogram the program that was imposed on you through the system around you. Because it's a story that we all fed into. Collectively, we've been feeding into a storyline. And they attack the people who have the most gifts, the most talent, the ones who are really the game changers, the shakers and the movers and the shakers, the ones who really can make the difference. Everybody else, they're going to keep pushing them out there because they making a difference, but not that much of a difference. They ain't really. But when you try to do, they're going to find so many different obstacles to place in front of you. That's why you have to build your mental fortitude, your physical body, your mental body. But it takes time. It takes understanding and understanding that this is a story that was told to you, that you were nothing or that you weren't that important. Like, why you thinking, oh, you just paranoid, you just overthinking? Why would somebody be worried about you? Why would anybody like you? Why would anybody care about you? Why would why would you be able to get that raise? Why would you be able to get that position? Like, you don't even have the skills. Oh, yeah, you did go to school, but that's all you good for. Like, all that, it's psychological warfare. This whole reality is psychologically creating a war. The mind, they've been attacking our minds since we came out the woo-ha. Okay? That's what everything is in the train in the background is confirmation of what I'm saying. It's saying beep, beep. Okay? Who got the keys to the G? Oh, okay? This is serious business. You have to build your mental fortitude. You got to go into your mind and say, is this story I've been telling myself? What is the story I'm telling myself? Is this really the truth of who I am? Is this the truth of who I'm meant to be? Because sometimes God got to keep you low. God got to keep you in a low position, because that's the crowd and the environment of people you got to help. You got to heal. You got to shift. Okay? And then when the time comes, your rise is going to be so crazy. I'm getting chills, y'all. The rise and your change and your shift and your reality going to be so crazy that people are going to be like, how you get there? How you do that? Because they never believed it was possible. And some people knew it was possible for you, but that's why they had to break you down. They have to break you down, okay, to keep you down. But God has to break you down to build you up. Okay? So sometimes the divine has to allow you to be in certain environments and experiences so that the people that you are meant to interact with and help in the future, those people, okay, can hear you because you understand where they're coming from. People like somebody who look good and dress nice and stuff like that, but the real people, they want to know, like, did you have you been to the gutter? Have you been in the gutter? Have you been at the bottom? Have you ever felt like that? Have you ever lost this? Have you ever struggled? Have you ever had this pain? How you gonna tell me something? That's why God had to put you in this tough environment, in these tough situations where you had to you had to be the only love in everybody around you's lives. Do you understand that? And the people around you, you may be the only love they've ever experienced. You may be the only person that encouraged that people in your whole life. So that means you got to be so strong mentally with the mental fortitude built up that you can do it for yourself. Because some of y'all don't have a problem with doing it for yourself. Some of you, the issue is you don't have a problem with doing it for others, but you ain't doing it for yourself. So you got to figure out where you are in that, okay? And then balance it out. Give it to others, but do for you. For some of you, you are going into this phase where you got to give unto you. God has prepared a table before you in the presence of your enemies, okay? That is God is preparing a table in front of you because in you, there was things that was your enemies, things inside of you that was breaking you down. And God said, okay, that program and that storyline is over. We got 6 planets coming to February 28th. 6 planets, y'all. Okay, lining up. If that ain't a portal jumping, tell me what is. They've been attacking you left and right. There's systems that have been in place. There are programs that they put in to your mind, your body, to affect you where you can never fully operate optimally. Even a percentage of our brain that we use. We are all very talented and gifted in different levels and different ways. Okay? The divine is saying, I need you to realize that it's not all your fault, that everything that's happening to you. There are systems that were put here purposely to be to challenge and to make things more difficult for you. But what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to help you keep coming out of the most treacherous and tumultuous situations. I'm going to keep helping you come up out of it. Okay? God said, come up out of her. Come up out of her. Okay? So God is saying, come up out of that spell. It was a spell that they put on you. It's all a spell. It was a curse upon the nations. And because of it, people have chose to continuously indulge in the worst things, in the worst ways to treat each other. When at the end of the day, all we got is each other, because all this other stuff, all of this, none of it's real, but each other. At the end of the day, all you got is each other. But we have, oh, you're this race, you're this color, you're this size, you're this. They have all of these lies that keep us separated from each other because they need you to hate the fellow next to you. When the fellow next to you, y'all could build something great if you can look past the spell. And many are waking up to the spells. They have imposed these programs into your system, into your body that causes disease, and you're gonna have to really override that. But it's like you really got to dive in deep, and you got to really spend time with yourself. But a lot of people, they're so busy, they're working, they're taking care of home, taking care of family, they're at school, they're doing everything but taking care of themselves. And your cells, everything in you is calling out now. And it's like it's put out a notice, a PSA, like, hey, it's time for us to do what we need to do. It's time for us to be better. It's time for us to tune in to our greatness. There's a beautiful, beautiful crow that's walking right by me. I mean, this one is cleaned up. Okay, you know how some of the birds, they be looking rough because they having a rough life. This crow is beautiful, walking right past me, chilling. And you know, their feathers are like a color, but it looks jet black, but it's really not jet black. So you got to understand that they play tricks on your mind to make you believe that you aren't as valuable as you really are, which is your time, your energy, okay? Your creativity, just the clothes that you pick to wear. You could just be wearing gray, all gray. But the way you wear it, it lights up the world. It lights up your environment. You have to understand that everything that you do and every way that you move, it makes a difference in this reality, in your world, okay? You think that you got a lot of monitoring spirits around you, okay? They come in different forms. They come in flies. They come in rodents. They come in bugs. They come in different things, okay? They monitor you. They watch you. And when you start making progress, they come to put a distraction around you to keep you from continuing to make more progress. That's why you keep feeling like you keep reaching a ceiling. Every time you rise, you keep hitting a ceiling. That's a spell, okay? So now you're going to have to cast the right spell. And you cast the right spell with the divine that's inside of you. But that's realizing that it's a spell that was placed upon you. And that will keep you from being able to see, truly see. Not with just these 2 eyes, but with that third eye, that true eye, that heart. To see with the heart, to feel. Some of you stop feeling. You stop being loving. You stop being hopeful. You stop being joyful. You stop having faith. You stopped because the world is trying to dim the lights. If you notice that there's like, I was driving, I've been noticing lately, I'm like, damn, it used to be bright. It used to be colors. Everything was so colorful. Everything was just so colorful. Now you notice that in this world, okay, that's why I truly believe that two types of earths collided, and that's how we got the Mandela effect, because some of us are not from this earth, this reality, and we just kind of collided and we just had to kind of integrate ourselves. I feel like that happened, and that's why, like, a lot of us are like, why I remember this and why don't I really believe that something happened, okay, and it's something, okay, I don't know, but I've been feeling like this for years. And the train came by again. So I'm saying it's confirmation. Okay, you with me, you with me. If you're not, and you're not. It's all good. Okay? But it used to be very colorful. Everything colorful. Colorful cars. It was just brighter. Everything was brighter. But what happened? It's barely bright. It's barely colors. Right? So now you don't see it around you. So that means that if you're sensing it, you gotta be it. You gotta be the brightness that you need. You have to be the light that you dream of, that you hope for. You got to be that adult that the inner child, that child version of you didn't have. So you got to be the nurturing and loving for someone else or for yourself. For some of you, it ain't about nobody but you right now. You've done for everyone. Now it's about you. So you got to make that time for you, for some of you. And for others of you, it's about you doing for others. Now, you got to find that balance. You got to know. But yeah, and this card says they have no idea how powerful you are. And I put a bunch of ha 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 hardy hardy har. They shall be judged in this lifetime for what they've done. They have corrupted this beautiful world. The system, everything has been corrupted. We've been upside down, inside out, outside in. It's been all reversed and flipped. Okay? So your adrenals, so some of y'all need help with your adrenals, your adrenal glands, okay? Ashwagandha, licorice root, wild yam root, okay? Make a tea of it daily. That's going to help your body, okay? The last movie you watch has the answers to a lot of your questions. So the last show you was watching, movie, when you're drawn to watching certain things, it is because this is a reflection of who you are. If you just allowed yourself to tap in and override that program that was put inside of you, that program that said that you're meant to be sick all your life, that program that told you that you're meant to be mentally unstable or emotionally unstable, or that program that told you that you are only supposed to be self-sacrificing and lose yourself in the process, and that's okay. That's that program that says martyrdom, that misogynistic program, whatever the program is. That's not the program you need to allow to control you. You get back in control. You are the control. Take the controller and change the game, okay? You are on the right track. So you seeing this is you're on the right track, okay? You needed them and they needed you. So whoever came in your life, they needed you. Even if they didn't treat you well, and vice versa. You needed them. Okay? Because they showed you what not to be and what not to do, or they showed you what to do or what to be, how to be. Okay? Judgment is here. They go, judge not lest ye be judged. So you don't gotta judge. The divine gonna judge. Okay? I truly believe that right here. Bring that down. Okay? Knock that out. You are on the right track. Again came out. Stop worrying. You are beautiful, strong, brilliant, and keep going. More confirmation you're on the right track. You just needed to know that there is a program that was put inside of you. Everything that is happening in your life is not your fault, because this is what they want. That's a program that makes you believe. And even if people say, oh, you create your reality, you are the one who blah, blah, blah. Yes, it is. But there's also a system that's been around you that's put here to make it more challenging for you to be the fullest and best version of you. Not saying it's impossible, but it's now that there are systems that have been put here. A lot of you know that. Okay, if you black and you a woman, you already know. that they've been put the systems up to keep you struck down. Black man, black woman, we already know. In your own land. And wherever you are, wherever you come from, just understand that there's a system that they put to keep you from expanding and elevating yourself. And they use people in your life to hinder you. So your love for those people, your attachment to those people might keep you in a certain place. And so now you're realizing, okay, it's a program that was pushed into me. Okay, how do I got to figure out what the program is. So is the program is low self-esteem? Is the program a certain ailment? Is the program certain carrying so much guilt or shame? Like, what is it? Understand that and then work on getting it out of your body. Shaking them hips, moving them hips, okay? All right? That's real. Move them hips. Stretching. Oh my gosh. Do you know facial massages? Bruh, let me tell you. Facial massages. Do you know, like, I started doing this. And I started moving my face around and I just started massaging my face. And when I started doing that, I could literally feel the tension from my face being released. You know how when somebody do a good massage and just, and you feel so good? Yes. That's what I'm saying. Facial massages are the business. You can do that for yourself. Shoulder, you can rub your own shoulders. You can EFT tap, okay? Tapping your chin right here, okay? Right under your eyes, right here, okay? Top crown of your head. Like, baby, you can do a lot without having to spend a lot of money. I'm just saying, movement is the business. But there was a program that was imposed on you that made you believe that movement, or you didn't have enough energy to move. You got to pray that spirit away. They call it spirits, programs. It's all the same. You got to override it because you are the power and authority in your life. God gave you the power to command. Okay? God gave you the power to command things. So you are the power. So yes, there are beings and entities and spirits and demons and all that stuff, but whatever you want to call it, yes, that exists and it's all around you. But you have the most power over all of it. So whatever's going on in your life, you have to remember and remind yourself. And if you doubting, come back to this video. This video was filling all your head up with love and encouraging you and helping you to recognize that it's just a program. It's a story that was pushed into me to make me believe it. And it's been inside of me for so long that I thought that this was me. But it's not you. It's not your truth. You are meant to be more than what you have been allowing yourself. There are people who didn't want to see you shine, so they had to break you down when you were a child. They broke you down mentally, emotionally, purposely to keep you down, because if you stay down, then they can stay up, or they could feel better about not seeing you rise up. Okay? Wait a minute. I love when the synchronicity. It be hitting. It be hitting, okay? Your call is so big, they sent ops to stop you. If you've been here for a while, you see that I shuffled and I just been holding the deck. I ain't even look at nothing. Confirmation. To stop you from lovers to friends, but you countered that and made people against you fall in love. Hence, they did not complete their job. You know how many people that you made fall in love with you that was positioned in your life to go against you, to hurt you, to harm you, to kill you, to steal from you, and to destroy you? Some of them might have been able to do some of that, but to the extent that they were supposed to do that, to like really get you down, they couldn't even do it. Because they realize how sweet, how kind, how one of a kind you are, how gifted you are, even in their hate or in their job to take you out or to do whatever they're going to do. They couldn't even fully fulfill it because they was countered it, like your presence, your energy. Even when you were at your lowest, you were still at your highest. You were still at the highest. Even at your lowest, you were still at the highest. Because your vibration, it just can't get that low. Even when you're at the lowest, you still high. It's crazy. I don't even know how to explain it. Even when you're low, you're high. Like, what? Okay. You will learn that skill and invest and see a quick return on it. So whatever you're trying to invest in or whatever you call to or guided to invest in, you will see a return on the investments. Okay? You are no longer waiting anymore. So whoever you were waiting around like, oh, Jesus coming to save me. Or you waiting around for somebody to come, and a man, a woman come into your life to save you from your pain. Save me. Yes, they go come. Nobody coming to save you. You came to save you. You came to change you. So your awareness is you coming to save you. You're awakening spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever. It is you saving you. Ain't nobody coming to save you, Cletus. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Only person that's going to save you is you, baby. And you already doing it. You've been doing it. That's why people be looking like, damn, I done sent all this bad stuff to you. I done said all this stuff to you. I done did all this stuff to you. And look at you still smiling. How you still smiling? How you still look good? How you still not looking like what you been through? How you still alive? People really think that about you. How you still alive? How did you survive? How are you still surviving and still looking like you looking? How? They are really, they don't know. It's the light and the divine. They are your twin flame and just at different vibes. So you might have met somebody who they were your twin flame and your vibrations, it just clashed too much. Like it, you had to move on, or they had to move on from you. Okay? Better is yet to come, but just keep working on you. All right? Your presence makes a difference. That's why there is so much pushback to keep you stuck and hidden. So that's why the title of this video is Your Voice. You need to use your voice. Okay? Just your presence alone shifts all scenes. Stay focused and positive. You are chosen one because you are a part of a group whose purpose brings absolute change. Amen. Ashe. Oh. Fasting, good job so far on your journey. So fasting like maybe once a week. Set it as your part of your schedule once a week. Or fasting 16 hours, 8 hours, however you feel you can do. Okay, just doing attention. It's all about intention, baby. What you know and speak on will heal and save lives. That's why they don't want you to speak and use your voice. That's why they don't want your platform to grow. That's why you've been gaslit to be quiet, or gaslit to believe you are this version of you that you never were, but you believed it and you stayed in it. Where they made you believe that you staying quiet or you being in the background, that's good. No, you're supposed to be front and center. Whoever you are, you're supposed to be front and center. You burn the illusions away, okay? Your mouth goes crazy. People fall in love with you. You heal the brokenhearted with everything you do. Amen. Asheo, you've been healing broken heart again. Another lesson learned. You better know your friends, or else you will get burned. You gotta count on me, 'cause I can guarantee that I'll be fine. What was the song? No more pain, no more pain, no more pain. No drama, no more drama in my life. No one's gonna see me hurt again. Okay? Okay, Mary was getting it. Okay, Mary was getting it. Mary was getting it. All right? So we have the 7 of Cups. Like, okay, there's a lot of options and a lot of different directions you can go. You need to always tune into the divinity inside of you that will guide you to what's the best cup to drink from. Okay? Because some of them cups is poison. And people around you, they want to poison your mind. They want to disrupt you, distract you, confuse you. Okay? And the divine is saying that I'm here for you. Trust in me. Your deities, your gods, whatever you believe in is with you, helping you, showing you the truth. But you gotta walk in that knowing and trust and have faith in your own ability to discern. Okay? Okay? Amen. Asheo. So my phone is dying. But just know you are a portal, and decide today for you what you want that you shall get. Okay? So what is that you want, you shall receive. Okay? You got to speak it. Okay? And it says every person you've been meeting lately was designed divinely because you needed them and they you. Even if you never talk again, you are better for the experiences you've had, okay? So everybody that's come into your life, every experience you've had thus far, this was to make you better. Even the ones who were trying to kill, steal, and destroy you, okay? Because you chose to look at the situation differently. It's like a natural thing inside of you that you can see differently. You view things differently. You have an eye to see and a heart to feel. Different than others. That's why you've been the game changer the whole time. The whole time you might have been like, oh, who's going to save me? Who's coming to help me? And the whole time it was you. Always been you. It's always been you. Open up for the greatest blessings coming in. It will be so unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sorry, I had to say it. Unbelievable. Okay. All right. Start to praise and thank God now, for it is done. You got to acclaim and acknowledge it is done, for it is done. Open your heart. Say, I receive what is for me. The program that was imposed on you was to tell you that you weren't meant to experience better, that you are just meant to be at this ceiling. That's it. That's how high you can go. But God said, nah, that was an illusion. But because you fed yourself the program so long, you believe that, okay? It's not the truth. Debt paid in full, you are being guided to the steps, so you got this, okay? You got the debt being paid in full. Y'all got some people coming in that's going to be like, opportunities that's going to present itself. You can be like, what? You're going to be like, hey. You're going to be doing crib walks, okay? You're going to be twerking. You're going to be moving that body so much that you're going to shake off so much of these programs and these storylines. You're going to be so aware of them and that you can take it off, okay? And that your body is going to feel lighter. You're going to notice your weight. You're going to be losing weight because you're starting to shake off certain programs, okay? You've been being worked on, the angels, your guides, okay? You can change the weather and control people. You're not tripping. Tap in intentionally. This is crazy because a card like that came in, but I think it was on my video that I'll be uploading later, okay? You can get anyone to do what you want, okay? You might not realize it because you've been believing against yourself, but you have the ability to make people do what you want. I need you to sit back. I need you to really think about that, because you really have the power to say things and people do it. You have the power to make people do what you say. And it's because the program that you cannot see yourself clearly. They don't want you to see yourself clearly, because once you see yourself clearly, you are going to change the game. You believing in yourself is going to be so major that people are going to be like, what? Yeah, how? Sway. God bestows many gifts upon you now. You're about to see. Fairies are floating and flying around you. They help you. Remember, they need you to be in your sensuality, your joy, your peace, and your excitement. So the fairies, they be with you. They walk with you. Okay, now there are some trickster fairies, okay? But the ones who are with you, they play with you. They chill with you. They cool with you. These are not the ones trying to hurt you, okay? But they need you to be in your sensuality, to honor yourself, nurture yourself, so that you can be in the most optimal version of you. Okay, you win, you won, you won, you won, you won. What the heck? Invest in yourself. You are the money-making machine, so you need to invest in yourself, okay? So let me get this last thing. What food is going to be... What food is going to be the most beneficial for you right now? Okay. And look, at somebody got they what is that called? Remote control car. The remote control vehicle is riding around in the grass. That's cool as heck. Look how fast it's going. Okay, it's popping wheelies. Okay. Okay. Okay, so maybe some of y'all need to do some seltzer water. Okay, sparkling water. Okay, mineral water, I'm hearing. Okay. Instead of buying soda, you can make your own. Okay, stop buying soda and get you some seltzer water and then add a flavor into it. And you will be in better shape, less chemicals. Okay. Anything else? Some people call it bubbly water. Look at that car. That car cool as heck. Oh, some of y'all just need a sweet. You need to be sweet to yourself. You need a sweet treat. You need to honor yourself. Give yourself a little snack. Get a little cookie, and just love on yourself. Okay. Sometimes it's it's not that much you need. Okay. Treat yourself. Just don't overdo it. The problem is overindulgence. That's the real problem. We indulge too much in something. So just give yourself a little cookie. Okay, give yourself something sweet. A little sweet factor. Okay, milk and cookies. Can I get some milk and cookies? Can I get some milk and cookies? When Bernie Mac said that about his nephew, that's so funny. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. Classic. Okay, if you know, you know, right? All right. So, anything else that's gonna help this collective? Ooh, get your green. Get your greens. You can get a green smoothie. You can eat your green soup. You can eat your green salad. You can eat your greens in your meals with your main dish. Okay, get your greens in. You can eat it in your supplement form. Guys, get your greens in. Get your greens in. Get your greens in. Get your greens in. Get your greens sauteed. Okay, okay. Baked up. Caked up. Ooh, Italiano. Italian. Get your pasta. Okay, you can, you know what I'm saying? You can use squash as pasta. You know, you can buy the machine and, you know what I mean? Listen, you can get it. What's best for you, okay? Get your pasta in. Get your your nutrients. Eat fulfilling meals. Feel fulfilled. There's a beautiful bee flying around, okay? You will feel fulfilled, okay? Just nurture yourself. Eat your, you know what I'm saying? Get your main dish and make sure you got your greens on the side, okay? With a soda on the side. Okay? Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Okay, so maybe y'all need to make y'all some chicken noodle soup. Feel better. Okay, some of y'all might not feeling the best. Feel better. Get your chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side, okay? Okay, get you some pasta. Get you some pasta. A pasta with your salad. Mix your veggies and your salad and your pasta. Okay, just enjoy life. Live. Just know your voice needs nutrients and minerals. Okay, whether that's the words you speak or what you consume, whatever, you need that. Alright, so anyways, so this is the end, and I thank you so much for tuning in. But guys, come get your oils, okay? So the oils, okay, this is my Sacred 88 ritual oil, okay? Y'all get y'all oils, all right? This is so good. You can do a patch test to make sure it has 3 different oils in here, and then I have essential oils as well as different herbs that I utilize, okay? And understand that this is really the business, okay? You take a little bit and rub it on. What is it that you need? What is it that you want? You set your intention and you utilize this oil. I'm trying to tell you, I start seeing some major changes. So I'm hoping that you join in. It's $11.11 for the oil, or when you buy your session, your healing session with me, or your reading with me, whatever you buy, you can get that for free on the side, okay? Like it says, chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side, okay? So you get the main thing and you get that on the side. That's for free, okay? So I send you much love. And, oh, shoot. This card came out earlier, but I'm going to say it now because it flew. And I think it flew for the pick a card reading that I was doing earlier. But I'm going to say it now. So these are certain codes. And this one is for attracting loving and emotionally safe people. Okay. 528-741. 528-741-913. 528-741-91. Okay. Oh, my phone's dying. 528-741-913. All right, so this one is stress and nervous system calming. Your hair loves peace. 519-714-818. 519-714-818. 519-714-818. Okay, so this is going to be beneficial and very helpful. All right, so I'm sending you guys love, and I'm going to try to remember to write this code in there so you guys will see it later. Okay, so I send you love. Let me see, how do I... Okay, yeah, my phone's about to die. Okay, bye, guys. Peace. Love you. Thanks.